Hey internet, I need a good cookie recipe. What you got for me? Well, I suppose that's my fault. I did ask, so I guess it would be rude not to try it at least. So I suppose I'm starting off with some kind of cookie dough, and no, I'm not making cookie dough from scratch. Not for this. I'll make and eat them, but you can't make me do that. Preheat the oven or whatever the cookie dough says. Mine says 350, so there we go. Then there's no choice but to take your beans, slap them onto a little parchment paper, and just slap them in the freezer for a bit until it gets nice and frozen. If you like working with wet beans and cookie dough as a filling would be a pain in the butt, so I'm gonna make it easy on myself. The only thing that's easy about this. All right, now it's frozen enough. Got myself a little bean disc. Then you add it to your cookie piece here. Smash more cookie stuff on top and just mold that around it. You know, it upsets me greatly that this is basically the equivalent of like 8 cookies in this little pack right here. It's a lot of cookies to use on this. And you slap it in the oven for like 13 minutes. You know, I'd certainly love to eat a piece or two of this raw cookie dough, but I can't do that anymore. I used to be able to do it as a kid just fine. The whole family did. Now it's a problem. Now that I'm a man and I can buy my own cookie dough, it's not right, man. We're good. Okay. I don't know why I'm surprised it's that big. Now it is ready, but it is more fragile than I want it to be because of the wetness of the beans. Of course, that's just what I wanted. I gotta give myself a big old wet bean bite. You know, other than the texture of a couple beans that get in there with the chocolate chips and the crispiness of the cookie and the sugar and all that, you don't really taste the beans, to be honest. And the beans are kind of sweet as they are, so they kind of blend in. But it's still stupid, because you shouldn't put beans in a cookie. There's no need for that, okay? There's no real benefit to putting baked beans in a chocolate chip cookie, so just don't. Yeah, maybe you'll get 2 to 3 grams of protein in a cookie, whatever. 2 out of 10. Bye.